Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mitala. In today's video, we are going to talk about front split. But not only front split, we are also going to talk about how you can achieve those square hips. Like having square split is important, so whenever we do front split, we tend to avoid our square hips. Our split is not mainly square, that's because our hips are not parallel. So in today's video, I'm gonna break down how you can achieve a front split with square hips, and also I'm gonna tell you what are the techniques that you can follow in order to make your split square as possibly as you can. So let's get started. So before we actually start, I request you to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so whenever I post a new video you will be notified. So let's begin the video. So what are square hips in a front split? Square hips, which means when your hips are parallel to each other and your balance is centered. I mean, you are sitting nice and tall without leaning either side, and you are just favoring the center side. You are not over favoring your front split, I mean front leg. So this is what we call square hips. So whether you have a square split or not, simply sit in a split and see that where your balance is going. For example, are you leaning forward or backward, this side or this side? Which side are you leaning forward? If your balance is completely centered and you are sitting comfortably nice and tall, which means you have a square split. So in order to see, I will show you further some clips which you can tell that whether your split is square or not. Alright guys, slide into the split by rotating your hip flexors in so that you form a nice alignment. Keep your hips square all the time, even if you are not all the way down. If your hip is rotating outward, try to lift in a split a bit and then get down slowly while keeping the hips square. For better understanding, now we are going to use a map to analyze how we can use different muscles of our body to make our split square. For doing a front split, point to your feet, engage your front leg, hamstrings should be engaged, torso should be forward, I mean you are supposed to looking forward, center your balance. It is important to make your balance centered. Breathe while attempting the front split. I know it can be challenging. Square off your hips by engaging hip flexors. Engagement of hip flexors is important here. The last thing that you can do is to engage your back leg while keeping the back alignment straight. It is important to form a straight line. Alright guys, now we are going to discuss about the most common mistake that we often do while doing a front split, and that mistake is leaning forward. If you're leaning forward so much while attempting a front split, you are probably making the mistake here. However, this is not a mistake entirely. Sometimes we use this stretch in order to stretch our hamstrings further for a deep stretch. But if you're talking about front split, you are supposed to center your balance so that you can actually have a better flexibility and better split. So never take me wrong, I'm not saying that this is a mistake entirely. This is just the way we stretch in a front split. So always keep your balance centered. In advanced stretch, we can lean forward, we can lean backward. If you have back flexibility, for now you are supposed to center your balance. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. If you did, kindly like this video and share this video with your friends. Until then, stay flexible. Bye.